Good morning. 4:44 arrived. I've actually been awake for just 1 minute less than an hour and a half. And I've been at the computer since a little bit before 4 o'clock, after I came out of the meditation room. And just so that you know where I am, my desktop computer is freezing up. I'm on my second reboot, and it takes forever even to reboot because the system isn't responding. And you have to know that when you spend as much time on the computer as I do, that can be extremely frustrating. Extremely. So if my talk this morning is colored by anything, that is certainly one of the factors. However, it's not the only factor. Oh, anyway, let's forget the computer for a second. At least my laptop is working, although I've been moving things from the laptop to the desktop because the laptop has been showing signs of craziness, like the screen will go black and nothing will show up, and I have to reboot it to get it to have anything on the screen. And that's happened like 3 or 4 times in the past few days. And so I've been, as I said, moving things from one computer to the other, and the intent was today to try to get some of it moved into my external hard drive so that I don't lose a lot of files, because Windows is being Windows, I guess, as my friend Ken would say. The biggest holiday celebration ever! Exclamation point. Question mark, I should put also, although I don't have it on the screen. The blurb that I wrote: Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, name your holiday. For me, this holiday season does not feel very festive. I'm so sorry, but the energy on the planet that I pick up as I sit quietly feels more dark than light. I still look forward to the biggest holiday celebration ever. When it occurs, we will not need a special date. We will feel it, know it, and revel in it. It will be the day when everyone on Mother Earth honors the divine in each other, and everyone in each other and everyone, and only tears of joy will be shed. The drama of a planet ruled by greed and ignorance will have finally ended. That's the kingdom of heaven on earth, folks, and it's what I've lived for my whole life. I've sought that city that has foundations, whose builder and maker is God, where all of the children can play happily, and you won't see pictures and images of children battered and bodies bruised and made corpses because of war and violence. This is the time when we're supposed to be celebrating peace on earth. But I realize that as the old paradigm comes to its conclusion, where there are many individuals on the planet still hanging on for all they're worth to try to maintain the status quo, which cannot be maintained. I mean, it's impossible for them to maintain it. And there's tension, there's stress. There's stresses, as I indicated there, on the global scale, because this is a global issue, but it's felt individually in our individual lives. I feel it, I talk to people, other people are feeling it. It's nice to be able to escape in meditation, but when I go into meditation, I try to feel the energies that are there. And right now, I'm not even trying to feel anything special. I'm just feeling what is. And it's almost a brooding, a foreboding energy that I'm picking up as I look at the globe in the meditation room, and as I think of the entire planet, and I think of all that's happening on the planet right now. I realize that Earth is the center of attention, galactically, cosmically, right now. So much energy is being focused on us. So much love is being downloaded to us. But what does that love do? It unleashes everything that's been suppressed. All of the disappointments, all of the sadness, all of the anger and grief, and all of the frustration. Most of us, if we're honest with ourselves, are feeling these things. How can you not feel them and be in touch with the energies that's going on? Because it does feel like a war. It does feel like a battle. It really does. It doesn't feel like peace. Now, it's ironic because when I feel like in my personal life everything is flowing smoothly, it's easy to feel peace. But lately, very few things have been flowing smoothly. I did get to have a wonderful visit with Paige and her family, as I said in yesterday's video. I did get to do the 2-hour interview with Marcus and friends yesterday, and that was pretty interesting. And there have been some nice things that I've been able to participate in and share. Yet the overall and overwhelming sense that I have is very, very stressful. And holidays can be stressful for a lot of people. So if that's what you're feeling, don't beat yourself up for it. I'm not beating myself up. It is what it is. The feelings are what they are. And know in your heart that things are actually happening behind the scenes at the highest levels of our government that are being felt by every person that's still alive and has the capacity to feel and to pick up energies. I wish this Christmas could bring us what we long for in our hearts. I wish this Christmas would be a time, this Hanukkah season, this holiday season, could be a time when our differences not just could be laid aside, but eradicated. And that we would, when I say our differences, I mean the differences that we think are important enough to fight over. Because to me, differences are also something to be celebrated. That's why I say Happy Hanukkah and Merry Christmas and Happy Kwanzaa and whatever greeting you want in your language, in your customs, in your nationality, in your religion, whatever holiday spirit that you can imagine or that you would like to celebrate. I would like you to be able to feel that energy and celebrate with each other our differences, our uniqueness. I'd love that. It would be so wonderful to be able to be to that place where we could welcome back into the family those that have been alienated and recognize that all of us are children of the living God. Every single one of us, no exceptions. It's a challenge for me right now. And I'm being, as always, I'm being very honest with you. I have things that I do want to get done on my computer today, and I'm not sure. I mean, it's sitting here in safe mode. Nothing is opened except the Windows Help and Support, because I need to find out what's boggling it down. It was working last night when I went to bed, but it's not this morning. And this is a challenge. My spiritual community right now is a challenge for me. Things are happening in my daughter's life and in my son's life that are challenging for them, therefore challenging for me. And I'm not alone. And if you're going through these, you're not alone either. And I want you to know that I love you. I want you to know that we are all loved right now. We are all appreciated for being willing to even be here on earth at this time when these energies are in such a state of chaoticness, because they are. They are. And it's to be expected. It would be nice to have that big holiday celebration. And I don't care which day it happens on. I don't care. It doesn't matter. But don't you, as I do, long for it to happen? When we can stop war, when we can stop the unending conflict on both personal and global levels? Wouldn't you like to experience the peace? I think of my poem in the garden. Have you ever felt the healing of the living waters flow? And I don't remember. See, I've already forgotten it. And felt the gentle breezes blow and blow and blow, but that's not really how it was written. Anyway, I need to go back into that place that I did start the day in meditation, because until I came to the computer, I was actually feeling not quite what I'm feeling now. The computer issue only accentuated some of the underlying currents that were going on as I was meditating. But yet there was a peacefulness now, and right now I'm not feeling that peacefulness. That's the truth. That's the truth. And I imagine there are times in your life that you're not feeling that peacefulness and that joyousness, even when you want to, even when you think you should and you're supposed to, because it's the holiday after all. This is the human experience that we signed up for. We're going to see it through, and we're going to come out victorious. All of our apparent enemies will be transformed into allies and friends, because that's the way it's supposed to be, and that's the way it will be. That will be the human experience of the future. And right now we can draw in that future as we simply breathe and we recognize that we are timeless beings, that we are infinite souls, cut from the divine fabric of creation itself, holding all the powers and gifts and inherent qualities of divinity itself. Each one of us is there, and we're also here. We're in the no dimensions or multidimensional universe, and we're in the three-dimensional universe that is being raised up to fourth and fifth dimension. And some of the third doesn't want to let go, and some of us don't want to let go. But we must. We must let go and trust the current of life to lift us. And there will be a holiday celebration when whole days can occur where there is only peace and love and joy and forgiveness. Can you feel it? I can't really feel it, but I can envision it. I can envision it because I know it's coming. And I leave you with these this morning. As you're in this holiday season, I trust that you will have people in your world that love you, that you can love in return. Because truly, that is the greatest gift of all. And to celebrate love is the greatest celebration ever. Namaste.